What's up, everybody? I'm Mckenty. This is my second channel. This is where I talk about business and marketing and personal development, stuff like that that's not really a fit for my main channel because it's not directly related to music. What I wanted to talk about in this video is one of the most common questions I get. How do I grow an Instagram account? Well, there's a few different things that are key to that. Assuming you have good content, the thing you need to do in order to get that content in front of the right people is optimize your hashtags. You should think of them as the SEO of Instagram. This is how Instagram knows what kind of content is in the post and then helps get that content in front of the right people. Before I get into it, I want to mention my social media coaching program. The stuff I talk about in this video is just like one tiny little sliver of that. I go into way more detail about this and about how to come up with the overall story you're telling that will eventually ladder up to your business goal. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then just hit the link in the description below, send me a message, and we can see if it's fit for you. Either way, hopefully this video is helpful. So the strategy that I am going to use here uses a tool called Flick. You don't have to use Flick. You can do most of this with other tools. The thing to understand is that every hashtag is ranked in two different ways. First, by competition, and then by popularity. And as you would expect, the things that are more popular are also more competitive. Let's say that we have an account about guitars. So you search here, and then it's going to show us a bunch of hashtags related to guitars. And as you can see here, guitars itself is a high competition keyword. Guitar solo is a high competition keyword. It's unlikely that you are going to rank for either of these hashtags. Guitar Player Magazine or whatever, or fill in the blank famous guitarist is going to rank for those. So how do you get traffic? Well, the answer is to use these low and medium competition hashtags. You can see here some other ones such as riff of the day. Guitars are better. You know, some of these are corny, but whatever, traffic is traffic. Or on the other hand, the low competition ones like Guitar Players Unite. So what do you do with this? Well, number one, I would always look at the hashtag to see what's actually in there to make sure that it is actually a fit for the kind of content that you might post. So let's look at Premier Guitars. So you go here and you click Preview in Instagram. A bunch of pictures of guitars. So if you have a guitar account, this would probably be a good place to be, right? So what you are going to do is what I call 10 plus 10 plus 2 hashtag formula. For every one of your posts, you're going to do this hashtag research to find 10 low competition hashtags, 10 medium competition hashtags, and 2 high competition hashtags. Why not? Include them just as a quote-unquote lottery ticket, because just in case you do rank for them, you'll probably get a lot of traffic out of it. So, but don't depend on that. The low and medium competition hashtags, when you're a smaller account, that's going to be your bread and butter. If you go into Flick, you can create collections of hashtags. So we'll make one called guitars. Now we're going to go back into our hashtags and we'll say, just click here, add to existing collection guitars. I'm just kind of randomly selecting these. I'm not saying that these are the best hashtags necessarily, just to show you what I'm talking about. So now I just added something like 5 low competition ones. Let's add blues rock. Find 10 plus 10 plus 2, and we'll add guitarist rock and roll. And so then when you go back to your hashtag collections, here's all the hashtags, and then you'll just go copy collection. You're just going to paste that into your post. What I do is I have an Evernote document here where I just type out my post because I hate typing on my phone, and then I'll paste the hashtags in here from Flick, and then I open this up on my phone and paste it into Instagram. But you can do it however you want. 10 plus 10 plus 2 hashtag formula. That's what you're going to do to get your traffic. Now, how are you going to know if this worked? First of all, you need to make your Instagram account a business account. You can just go into the settings there and change that. So go to the insights for the post, scroll down, and you'll see this towards the bottom. You'll see how many people you reached in total and how many of those were hashtags. So for this particular post, I've reached 22,808 people. 33% of them weren't following me already. This is good because that means I reached new people with this post, and that's what you want to do, right? And you can see that 7,496 of those were from hashtags. So just from taking a couple minutes to do a little hashtag research and paste that in, I reached 7,500 new people. And 10 of those people ended up following me. And you don't need Flick to do that. There's a lot of other, if you just Google like Instagram hashtag research, there's some free tools you can use to do the hashtag research part of it. But what I like Flick for is it allows you to get a little bit more detailed. So in this case, we did a pretty good job of picking the hashtags because we did reach 33% new people. But how do you know which hashtags it was? Well, that is where Flick comes into play. So with Flick, you can go to analytics here and then content, and it'll show you every one of your posts, and it'll show you which hashtags you ranked for. So let's look at this one because I did a good job on this one. So you twirl that down, and it'll show you which hashtags you ranked for and where. So I ranked in the top 9 posts for black metal bands and skate punk. And the ones I ranked for, black metal bands and skate punk, are not actually directly relevant to the content in the post. I didn't talk about any black metal or skate punk bands, so don't feel like they have to be super literal. But in any case, that is how you do it. So then you'll know specifically which hashtags you ranked for. Do the hashtag research to find which ones are low and medium competition. Do this 10 plus 10 plus 2 hashtag formula. Then look at the Instagram hashtag, Instagram insights for your post to see whether you successfully picked up any hashtags. If you choose to use Flick, you can get a little bit more detail about which ones you actually ranked for. Adjust, repeat, and that's it. This is not going to happen overnight, but I guarantee you if you do this for, 3, 4, 5 months, you will definitely get results. I'm certain of that. So hopefully that was helpful. If you would like to talk more about my social media coaching program and see if that is a fit for you, you can do that at the link in the description, and I will see you next time.